Welcome back. It's Tuesday the 16th. A quick update in my pot garden. Well, welcome back to me pot garden. This is definitely, and I hope you don't mind, the sort of Frankie Howard hairstyle. That's if you can remember who Frankie Howard is. But I'm on my holidays. Anyway, this is going to be a very short video. And I do promise that I'm hoping for less than 10 minutes. So let's hope it goes like that. I'll quickly show you around and we'll go for it, eh? So first thing to say is me netting. As you can see, I've extended it a bit so I can have more of my tubs under the fine mesh netting. The cauliflower is really coming along nicely. I think something's nibbling that. I've got pellets down, but it obviously something's having a little nibble at. I can't see past this netting, but you can see the leaf there. There's something nibbling at that, so I'll have to investigate that. But yeah, so that's the cauliflower. I've got 4 cabbage in there, and the leaves are. I don't think I'm imagining it, but they are getting bigger. Gladiator parsnips. That's a Brussels sprout, rhubarb. I don't know if that's going to survive or not, because when I transplanted that, I heard something snap, so I'm not sure if I've snapped the main stem, but it seems to be hanging in there, so we'll see. 3 kohlrabi in that one. I've got about 8 beetroot in that pot, and that's me parsnips, white gem. All the other pots are clear, but I'm going to obviously fill them over the next couple of weeks or so. So yeah, so that's me netting extended and looking good. So we'll go in the greenhouse, where it's a lot warmer. Forget about them. This is an update. So these I've potted on to bigger pots, and they are basically me organ melon, which is up to there. That's me tasty king cucumber, which is going all the way up to there. The one at the back is the mini munch, and that's going all the way up there. There are me Gardener's Delight, and that's an Alicante. There are me money makers, and the tall fella at the back there, which is this one, that's me Indigo Rose. That's me experimental black tomato. So he's doing really well. I'm following Ian Nocton, taking a bit of advice from him, because he's the guru when it comes to growing tomatoes. He grows some absolutely fantastic tomatoes from what I've seen on his videos, and he uses a perlite mix. Now I think he uses it right at the end when he puts them in the final pot, but I think he uses vermiculite as he pots them up, and then uses perlite at the end. But I've only got some perlite, so I've used this in the potting up. This is the last stage before I finally put them into the final pot, which will be in about a month's time. They'll be a lot taller, bushier, and what have you by then. It might even be less, depending on what the weather sort of throws at us. But yeah, you notice, for example, on here, the paler leaves. I don't know if you can make it out, but the older leaves are much paler. They really enjoy it. I mean, for example, there, that's an old leaf, and this one's a new leaf, and as you can see, it's a lot greener, darker. I have given them a full feed and some Epsom salts to help them green up. But yeah, they seem to be doing really well in there. And just to show you, today it hasn't been brilliant. It's got up to 22, 23 degrees, but the important thing, it never got less than 10.3 last night. So it was really mild night, and it feels mild again. We're coming up to nearly 7:30 now, and it's still daylight and it's still sort of pleasantly warm. In here there was nothing, but my very kind neighbour has given me some runner beans, and they're called Galaxy. So I've put them in there. So there's 8 altogether. But I've only just literally done that 5 minutes ago, so they've just been watered, and we'll see how they go. We've got another melon melba here, and as you can see, he's grown all the way up, so he's doing well. Again, the older leaves dying off, but the newer leaves at the top looking green and healthy, and he's climbing away there, so I'm sure he's alright with that. I've thinned out the lettuce, so there's only one per cell, so that'll help them to come on a bit. Me potatoes, they're coming on slowly, but they're there. Me marigolds, I've potted on. I like them because of the flowers, and I'm also doing them as a sort of sacrificial plant for the slugs, because they like them and they'd rather eat them than hopefully me vegetables. So I grow them both for the flower, because they're obviously a nice looking flower, but also as a sacrificial plant for the rest of them. Hollyhocks for coming on slowly, and the erignium sea holly, as you can see, there's quite a few coming through now. This is my pea and bean, me bolotto bean. As you can see, peas well and truly through. So I'll let them roots develop in here. And these fellas here, and out of, was it 8, 9, 10, 12, there's only 3 so far that haven't fired. Some well away, like that one. Some, like that one, just poking through the soil. But there's loads coming through. So me bolotto beans are coming through, and me peas. So my second planter will be filled with them, and maybe 1 or 2 of the Galaxy runner bean. I think that's it in here. My broccoli looks fine. Me turnip golden balls, again, I've thinned them out, so there's only 1 per cell. So it helps them come on, so they're doing fine there. And I can't remember, but this one here, as you can see, and I'll try and get in a bit closer. As you can see, the roots are even starting to come out the surface of the soil. So I need to transplant him. The others are probably not far behind. So that's there. Sorry if this is a rush, but like I say, I want to try and keep this video length down to a more manageable level. It's mostly just updates as to what I've done, rather than just going, there's the cabbage, they've grown 5mm, and absolutely bore you to death. So, trying to keep short and sweet. All the lettuce and rhubarb and what have you are fine. In the second one, my alpine strawberries, as you see, it's developing a whole load of flowers all over the place. So I should be getting some alpine strawberries. Excuse the door shutting. The chive's not really doing much. Leek's fine. I'm trying to grow some comfrey from seed because I want to try some natural fertiliser. And I've tried for weeks and weeks and weeks to try and grow some. And I've had it in my propagator and it never did anything. I've had it in this greenhouse where it's cooler. It does get down to 5, 6 during the night, 10 as you've just seen a bit earlier. But a couple of days and there you go. There's one germinated. So I'm finally growing some comfrey. Sunflowers grown. And there's my asparagus. Getting quite tall, and there's the other one there. My cucumber melons, I've potted on. The 3 at the back, and I'm obviously keeping them in this propagator because they do like a warmer temperature. And the red drumhead cabbage doing rather well. It's actually 1 or 2 more seeds have germinated, so that's fine. My potatoes doing well. Still, I think there's something coming through on that one, but I'm going to leave it to do its own thing. But as you can see, my first earlies are doing fine. Nothing again as yet in the in my main crop, which is over there. Don't mind the wind; it is getting a bit blustery. But main thing to tell you, and I don't know if you've noticed, there's something missing. Yep, it's me pea and bean. Now, it's not a disaster. It's just relocation. It was getting about that high, and I thought I have to move it, come rain or shine, because it would be getting too big to move. So I have moved it. I haven't moved it far. There, it's there. So it's finally outside. It's in a sheltered corner. As you can see, it's nearly to the height of the greenhouse walls there. But it's in a sheltered corner. But I think it'll be happy there. As I say, it's blustery, but it doesn't seem to be like really rocking the thing. It is secured, so you know it shouldn't wave about too much even in the strongest winds. But yeah, I will miss the smell in the greenhouse because these flowers just produce an absolute divine scent. It's like a lavender, not lavender, violet. It escapes us at the minute, but it is an exquisite smell. And actually, I can smell it now, being this close. There's absolutely loads, and I'm getting absolutely loads of pea flowers now on the pea plants. You can see them all there. So hopefully, now that it's outside, exposed to the elements, we shall see how it copes. But with them having the flowers on, I needed insects to get to them, to pollinate them and everything, so I wouldn't have done that in the greenhouse, even though I try and keep the doors open. But yeah, I thought it was time this came outside, and hopefully it'll do well. Okay, that is it. I said I'd keep this short. It's really just an update to show you me potting up and me relocating and me broad bean and what have you. A couple of new things I've started off. And I've got to say, Sean from the Horticultural Channel, thank you for that menu, for the recipe for rhubarb cake crumble. The rhubarb plant in question is that one over there. It looks a little bit smaller because I took about four or five sticks off him to do this crumble, and I've got to say it was absolutely gorgeous. We've eaten half of it. We'll have the other half tonight with a bit of custard, but I tell you, now like it. So thank you, Sean from the Horticultural Channel, for showing us that little recipe. It does work. So great. It was my first harvest. My first harvest from the garden, and things are looking up in my pot garden. So I'll leave it there. If anything more develops this week, I'll release another video, or I might just wait till the weekend. We'll see how it goes. So all the best, everyone. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, the usual, you know what to do. So until the next time, from my pot garden, see you later.